So yesterday we talked about Elizabeth Clare Prophet's views on soulmates. The distinction she made between twin flames and soulmates really were not very clear. She says that it's different, but then she says that they are basically doing the same thing, which is balancing karma. She says some weird thing about how soulmates are doing it on the same chakra. I don't know what she's talking about because she hasn't really made that clear in her book. She then talks about how many people today are in soulmate relationships. And then she goes on and then kind of like in that way where somebody is like, point A, twin flames, point B, soulmates, and point 3, karmic marriage. Because now we're talking about marriage, where in the other two instances she made no clear indication that she was talking about marriage, but now we're talking about marriage. And she says that besides twin flames and soulmates, a third kind of marriage relationship is frequently seen, the karmic marriage. Here, the two individuals are drawn together for the balancing of mutual karma. But that's what she was saying about the other two. Okay, so now we understand why people are so confused about these concepts, so why you hear one reader say one thing and another reader say another thing, and one author of one twin flame book says one thing and another says another, because they're drawing from this very confusing and unclear source, and then they're just adding their own input into this already convoluted story. She goes on to say some things about how these are difficult relationships and they may give the opportunity for the balancing of severe crimes of, and betrayal or extreme hatred. And very often the only way that we can overcome the record of that hatred is by the intense love expressed through the husband-wife relationship. Her next part, she goes on to talk about marriage union, which I had to laugh because she tells us that Jesus demonstrated the importance of marriage as an initiation on the path when he chose to perform his first public miracle at the marriage feast of Cana. However, Jesus was never historically married. So if he thought marriage was so important, why wasn't that a significant part of the New Testament? I'm very frustrated because I wanted to get these books and I wanted to be able to give you a much clearer delineation, a line that you could draw. And what I'm finding is all you can do is go in circles and circles and circles. There isn't a clear line because there isn't a clear original story about twin flames. There is simply an allegory, just like the Bible ends up being taken literally.